Welcome to another great episode of American Rifleman Television, brought to you by Ruger, rugged, reliable firearms. Now this week we'll look at the guns of Melvin Maynard Johnson, in particular the model of 1941 rifle and the model of 1941 light machine gun. This week's Rifleman Review, we'll look at one of the most affordable guns available for personal protection today, and that's the Taurus G2. To drive this old gun, we'll shoot the M3A1 grease gun. This is a product-improved gun made during World War II. But for now, let's look at Johnson Automatics.
In the world where we remember people like Sam Colt or John Browning, Melvin Maynard Johnson doesn't immediately jump to mind as one of the great technical innovators in American firearms design history, but he certainly was that.
Johnson was a captain in the Marine Corps Reserve, which probably gave him some experience with firearms that the average Boston lawyer wouldn't have. And while he was in law school, he decided he wanted to design his own semi-automatic rifle, because when the M1 Garand was adopted in 1936, Johnson felt it was a badly flawed weapon for a lot of reasons. So he embarked on a quest to design what he felt would be a much superior rifle.
So he develops this rifle all on his own. They have a couple of these prototypes made by a company in Cranston, Rhode Island. Interesting part is, unlike the Garand, which is a gas-operated, the Johnson works on a short recoil principle, where the actual barrel recoils up against the bolt comes back part of the way, and at that pressure point where the bullet's finally out of the barrel, it's safe to unlock, then it unlocks, and then goes back into battery.
The military really wasn't interested in a new semi-automatic rifle because it just adopted the M1. But as a courtesy to Johnson and his family, they gave it a cursory test, and then they dismissed it. Well, that didn't suit Johnson. He decided that he would bring some political pressure that his family had, and it ultimately resulted in congressional hearings being held to determine whether the Johnson rifle or the Garand was superior.
The Johnson rifle was a 10-shot semi-auto, whereas the M1 Garand was an 8-shot semi-auto. The Johnson rifle fed from a rotary magazine. You could top it off. So if you loaded 10 rounds and shot 5, you could pull out 5 single shots and top it off. This is something that you could not do with the M1 Garand rifle. The Johnson rifle also had the added benefit of being able to remove the barrel to make it compact, in other words, ideal for airborne operations, so ideal for parachute forces.
To watch this entire episode on Outdoor Channel, contact your TV provider today.